Hello, squad. Welcome to another episode of Fly High Productions with Mr. Follow Up. Uh, Today, man, we covering this trial, this young thug YSL trial. We in day 15. We got his co-defendant, Trontavious on trial today. This here is actually part 7. I got part 1 through 6. Uh, Dive off into my archives if you want to bring yourself up to speed on this. But we going to pick up right where we left off on part 6 or part 7. Let's go.
That would have been about 2006. Does that sound right?
Yeah, in 2004 was sixth grade, yeah. 2000, yeah.
2 years after 2004. Okay. And in the 8th grade, by this time, had you learned a lot about gangs and in the juvenile detention center?
Yes.
And hand signs of gangs?
Yeah.
And having people use little pricks into your body to try to make tattoos and markings on your body?
Yes.
All that happened. And when you got into the 8th grade, do you remember being arrested for firing a weapon, a gun at a party?
Yes.
And you got charged with the crime of aggravated assault. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Also, in the 8th grade, do you remember being arrested for a theft or stealing a lot of laptops from the school? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you went back to the juvenile detention center approximately age 13. Is that fair to say?
I can't really put the numbers with it. I mean, like the timing, but I was in and out of my juvenile life.
Do you remember, if you don't remember, it's fine. Remember being sentenced to a year in the juvenile detention center at that time?
I remember doing a year in juvenile.
Okay. So if we add a year to 2006 in the 8th grade, that would be approximately you were released again in 2007. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And you would have been at that time approximately 14 years of age. That sound about right?
Yeah.
And is that pretty much where it ended for your formal education?
I went to high school.
Mm-hmm.
That what you asked me?
Yeah.
I went to high school.
Okay. Now, in 2007, were you familiar with a place called Jonesboro South?
Yeah.
Can you tell the ladies and gentlemen, jury, what is Jonesboro South to you?
A neighborhood, by Cleveland.
And were you aware, and do you remember if Jonesboro South ever closed, meaning shut down?
Yeah.
It's a housing project, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And the city of Atlanta shut it down, if you know?
I don't know how it got shut down.
Okay. Were you aware they were shut down in the year 2007?
No, I don't know when they got shut down.
Do you remember at about the age of 14, Jefferey Williams first coming over to Cleveland Avenue area to live with some family members? You would be age 14.
That could be true. I really don't.
I couldn't hear you. I apologize.
So that could be true. I really can't put the time.
Okay. Did you know that Mr. Williams came to Cleveland Avenue from the Jonesboro South apartment complex close? How about that? You aware he used to live in Jonesboro South?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you aware of Jeffrey's age compared to your age?
Yeah.
Do you know Jeffrey's date of birth?
Yeah.
Can you tell, ladies and gentlemen, jury?
August. August 8th.
Okay.
No, I know August 8th.
You said it's in August?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And what year compared to you, if you know?
No. I better know the exact date. I don't know the year.
That's okay. Is Jeffrey approximately a year and a half older than you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, when you were back living with your grandmother and your two brothers, were there times that you were hungry, did not have enough food?
Yeah.
And when Jeffrey was living in Cleveland Avenue area with family members, were there times that he did not have food, if you know?
Yeah.
Do you know how many siblings, that means brothers and sisters, that Jeffrey had living with him in Cleveland Avenue area approximately?
Nah, I don't know how many he got though.
How many?
Six girls, 5 boys.
Okay. So 11 total children?
Yeah.
Now, around that time I'm talking about, when Jeffrey first comes into Cleveland Avenue area and you're living there with your grandmother, okay? That's the time period I'm focused on, okay? I'd like you to focus on that time. Were there times that there were no utilities in your house, meaning at times there was no electricity or heat, air conditioning, water, things like that? Did that happen?
In my house?
Yeah.
No.
How about Jeffrey's house?
It may could have been.
Were there times that you were hungry and you had no money to buy something to eat?
Yeah, but it was because I ain't want to eat what my grandma had though.
Okay. And did Jeffrey ever share his last dollar with you to split food? Did that ever happen?
I would call McDonald's had a $3 meal. Yeah, we used to pitch in and help out to get that one, a double cheeseburger with $3. Yeah, we used to help out with that.
And you guys would split the meal. Is that fair to say?
Or if somebody had the money, the other person would pay if there was some money. You know, $3.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, we found $3. I mean, we'll put together $3 to get the McDonald's, man.
And you took care of each other. Is that fair to say?
Right.
And you and Jeffrey became close at that young age. Is that right?
Yes.
I couldn't hear you.
Yes.
You referred to him earlier in your testimony last week as your brother.
Yes.
Is that how you think of him?
Yes.
Now, did there come a time that you realized that Jeffrey was very smart? Or is he very smart, in your opinion?
Yes.
And is he artistic? Meaning he's good drawing?
Yeah.
And he likes fashion?
Yeah.
And he's musically talented. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
And you wanted to be a chef, right?
Yes.
Now, watching Jeffrey, from the time you met him, how dedicated was he, tell the ladies and gentlemen jury, to becoming a musical sensation or artist, popular artist? How hard did he work?
He worked very hard. He worked hard.
Have you ever seen anyone work harder at trying to become something in your whole life than Jeffrey?
I ain't really ever seen anybody trying to become one in my life.
And is it fair to say that Jeffrey had a mission to become a popular rap artist, musical artist?
That's fair.
I couldn't hear you.
That's fair.
Now, when Jeffrey was trying to become an artist and working hard, where would he go, or was it all the time that he was trying to learn how to speak fast, how to rhyme words, what to come up with? Were you there with all that? Were you watching him work?
Say it again?
Yeah.
My bad.
No, it's my fault. Jeffrey was working hard to learn music and how to present. Where was he doing it? Was it in studios, in homes, everywhere, in the street, social media?
I want to say social media. Social media wasn't popular then, but yeah, home, studio, where we hung out at, yeah.
Okay. And do you know who Jeffrey's inspiration was in music?
Yeah.
Tell the jurors.
Lil Wayne.
And tell the jurors about Lil Wayne's music to you. What was it like? What did it convey?
Convey.
That's my fault. Let me ask some bad questions. Why did you like Lil Wayne's music?
I don't know. The cadence.
Okay. By the cadence, you mean like the beat?
Yeah, his overall sound, his beat, his lyrics.
And about the lyrics, could you identify with what Lil Wayne was saying about the lyrics?
Could I identify?
Yeah, did that strike you as something that, yeah, I've experienced that, I've seen that? Did he talk about, what did Lil Wayne talk about or sing about or rhyme about?
Growing up in projects and women and drugs.
Stuff that you had some experience with or have observed, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as Jeffrey was trying to promote himself, would you tell, ladies and gentlemen, jury, whether he copied, that's my word, Lil Wayne, tried to be like Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Did Jeffrey sound like Lil Wayne? His voice and lyrics?
Yeah, he tried not to, but yeah, he did.
I couldn't hear you.
Yes.
Did Jeffrey, did Lil Wayne have face tattoos? Do you remember tattoos on his face? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Did Jeffrey eventually get tattoos on his face?
Yes.
Did you get tattoos on your face?
Yes.
Had you ever seen anyone before Lil Wayne in rap who had tattoos on their face, if you know?
They weren't rappers, but they was on a rap song.
Okay. Do you know who the person you're talking about? And if it's just,
I think it's like they had a song with Jay-Z, Linkin Park.
okay. When you were growing up, did anyone ever get you any counseling? Did the state or the court or anybody ever get you any type of counseling? Or the police?
Yeah, I got sent to Georgia Regional. I think that's like a counseling facility or something.
Okay. How about after going to Georgia Regional? Anything else?
I had caseworkers and stuff.
Okay. Like social workers?
Yeah, social worker.
Now, growing up in the environment that you grew up in and going through what you went through, would you describe yourself as angry?
Yeah, but I was already angry going into the environment though about my mom's situation though. About what happened to my mom.
And I'm sorry. Were you taking any drugs, street drugs, not prescribed by a doctor?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell, ladies and gentlemen, Joe, what type of drugs you were taking?
Weed, pills, Xanax pills, ecstasy pills, Percocet pills, alcohol. Yeah.
And Jeffrey did drugs with you too, didn't he?
Yes.
Now, if you met Jeffrey approximately 14 and he was about a year and a half older than you, he would have been 16. Does that sound right? About 15 and a half, 16? That's all right. As the years went by, do you remember Jeffrey playing in like 17 and under clubs in the area? And when I say playing, I mean performing music.
Yeah.
I want to talk with you about a gentleman whose name came up to the ladies and gentlemen jury named Quentin Porter. Okay? Fair?
Yeah.
And he was also known as Boo or Big Boo. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And you said that he was older than you, right?
Yeah.
He older than Jeffrey, right?
Yeah.
And he was like a leader of people in that area. Is that Cleveland Avenue area or rock crew? Is that fair to say? People followed him.
Yeah. Yeah. I can get my jacket on cold.
Yeah, you can wear your jacket, sure.
You know what you-